Hello, welcome. Penny and I are so excited to be working with each and every one of you to create your championship psychology, to make it even stronger so you can enjoy even more success, more fulfillment, and more happiness. And one of the key components to this is the physiology aspect. And within the physiology, a key component is sleep. So today, we're going to talk about some of the simple steps on how to get your sleep back under control so you feel rested, more happy, and to create that championship psychology. Again, I want to thank you for joining me today. We are going to have such a great time. We're just going to take a few minutes to look into why sleep is so important. Number one, did you know that the CDC has determined sleep deprivation or insufficiency has become an epidemic in the United States? It has led to the number one cause of accidents. It leads to reduced efficiency at work, at home, at play. It is an absolute critical factor in order for us to consolidate our memories, to actually improve our sex drive. How many of you would like to do that? How many of you would like to also be able to retain more of what you learn when you come and join us in the near future? Absolutely. So again, the key to sleep is consistency. So number one, with sleep hygiene, what I see in my clinical practice is people are worried. They're trying to focus on what's coming up tomorrow, not focusing on the RFN. How many of you know what the RFN is? It's right flipping now. Focus on calming your mind and relaxing, because a lot of people are trying to plan for the next day, or they're looking back and what could they have done differently. So what I tell folks is to take that step back, to do that psychological dump, so to speak, where you actually start writing things down. Get up. If you find your mind wandering and focusing on the future or going over the past, get up, write those things down, and get it out of your system so you no longer have to worry about that. And then go back to focusing on going to sleep. Asking yourself those quality questions. Again, we'll be covering more of those in our course. So go to bed at the exact same time or similar time every day. Then avoid caffeinated beverages in the afternoon and especially after dinner. Alcohol. How many of you think alcohol actually helps your sleep? Well, it helps you go to sleep, but not necessarily stay asleep. It affects your ability to go into that deep restorative sleep. So again, avoid alcohol as well. The bed should be only used for two things as well, and that's sleep and sex. No watching TV, reading books. If you want to do something other than that, go ahead and do that outside of the bedroom, so when you're ready to go to bed, you can just go in and go to sleep. Also, other thing is, don't smoke for obvious reasons. Nicotine is actually a stimulant, and that will affect your sleep as well. What's really cool about our sleep cycle, it occurs in about a 90 to 120 minute cycle. And so what you want to do, it's usually around 90 minutes. So as you go through the early stages of sleep, and then you get into that deep restorative sleep, deep stage 3 and REM sleep, what you want to do is you want to plan getting up where you're coming at the end of the sleep cycles. For instance, if you only have 6 hours to sleep, well, that's when you want to set your alarm. Or if it's 7.5 hours, because that's when you'll wake up and you'll be right in that awake stage and your eyes will just flutter open. You'll feel wide awake. How many of you have actually woken up and went, wow, I feel restful and rested and relaxed? Well, that's the process that you're doing, is those 90-minute cycles. How many of you woken up and felt really groggy and tired? Absolutely. That's when you wake up in the middle of that deep, deep sleep. So again, plan accordingly. Look at what time you're going to bed. Set your alarm for 4.5 hours, which I don't recommend. 6 hours at a minimum, preferably 7.5 hours. And you can get up on those cycles. That is the absolute key. Again, when you're looking at consolidating those memories, learning even more when you come to the course, and taking this forward, that's why sleep is absolutely so important. And then the other thing that I see with people is that what really cures and prevents depression is also getting that good 6 to 7.5 hour sleep. What happens here in America, we have such a fast-paced life that we actually think that we're doing okay with our sleep deprivation. We actually have lost our judgment. We think, oh, we've adjusted, we're doing okay. However, when you look at their mental capabilities and what they're absolutely able to do, they actually fall way behind their peers. So again, the key to creating a championship psychology is sleep, and that's something that you have to do on a regular basis. This is not something that you catch up on. This is something that you have to do consistently in order to improve your overall quality of life. So again, my name is Dr. Tom Duncan. I want to thank you for joining me today.